learning more about yourself is essential to go your path. Learning how you got raised and which was the main emotion that has been given to you. For example, have you been raised in fear? Was everything risky? Was trying out new things not safe? Did you felt a connection to your parents, or was it rather not here, not there, not given? See, learning more about how you got raised is not here to punish you, is not here to point fingers, is not here to diminish how your parents have raised you. Is for you to understand, oh, this is why I create my life like this. See, all patterns that you're following, all your behaviors is not who you are. That's not your essence. And it's crucial to understand that because it gives you a certain peace. It gives you freedom. So for example, when I look into how I got raised, it was quite fearful, meaning only do things that are well known and don't try out too many new things. Like go and do an education that people already know. Go and do things that are well studied over. Don't try too much new things because it's not safe. And so their level of education on what they have given me was their best, to their best knowledge, to their best experience, maybe even, right? Now, when I would follow this path though, I would go against myself, because the way how I want to go, me personally, is a different route than playing safe. I cannot play safe like this old playing safe, you know, having this education status, being super good in your finances and making sure that you have a ton of money and whatsoever. It doesn't make me happy. So for me, this is not the path I want to choose for myself, because finances itself is not what is making me happy. And see, I'm not diminishing this. Like, you gotta pay your bills, you gotta you do have certain things that you need to do, but the level on how I got raised was quite in the path of financial security, and this was the only real goal. And everything else that would not provide that was wrong or wasn't good enough. And for me, this is not in my truest possibility of what I feel is right. And so we gotta understand how we got raised so that we can actually shed that skin that we were once, or that we once learned, right? When we start to shed our skin, we learn that certain behaviors that we put on are not ours. And we learn to separate ourselves from those old behaviors, because these old behaviors are going a path that I don't want to be in. I don't want to experience. But it's a conscious choice. It's a choice where I know what I'm doing. You can't really do this if you are not present. You can't, because you have no idea how this feels like. So what you're going to do is you're going to tap in. You can even have a conversation if these people are still around, and actually ask them about certain things or challenge them maybe a bit, and you will see exactly how you got raised. You know, all you gotta do is play a little the buttons. You will know which ones you have to push, and then you know which pattern they are following. And I can tell you, those patterns are not bad, but if you don't want to go this way, it's on you to make a shift. It's on you to break the cycle, because the cycle that you're in right now is not going to change unless you're consciously making this decision to move away. And this will be painful because you're shedding your skin. It's never easy, it's never going to be so much fun, right? It's a process, and it's not from today until tomorrow. It is a process over a period of time, and this is why it's so crucial that you understand, okay, I want to go in a different direction. Let me see which steps I need to take in order to get there, in order to feel that, right? I can already experiencing it. I can already feel how my life would be if I would behave differently. For example, I had to learn to build my own stability within instead of making this around my finances, making this around how my outer circumstances look like, because I believed or I felt that my outer circumstances can change anytime. If I make my happiness about my outer circumstances, I'm constantly running after something that I cannot control. And I didn't want that anymore. I didn't want it to be the slave of my outer circumstances. I started to realize that I can be happy even though my outer circumstances may look different than what I originally planned. And I'm not saying that you should deny something that you wish for, but what I'm saying is that you can create your own stability within that may look totally different than what you have learned and what has been given to you, right? It could be that you are believing that you need another person in order to feel stable, in order to feel the balance. It could be that this has been your program, that you need someone else in order to help you to be a certain way. And if this person is going away, you experience the extreme fear, right? You experience fear around this, and this is maybe why you start to do anything possible to stay in this relationship, right? Because you feel that if that person leaves, your life is over, you're dying. And the truth is, yes, you will die, but not in the physical way. But your body will experience a shift, and it is a kind of death because you're changing. I mean, if you are ready to change, right? It could be that you're choosing to do this one more time with another person, and also putting the now I forgot the word. It's not the obligation, the responsibility for safety and for stability into someone else's lap. So you give them the power over you to feel safe. And if we start to see, oh, my mother has done this, or, you know, whoever you looked up to, and they have done this. And when I look even further, they have done the same. Oh, do I want that again? I may not. So you start to choose. You start to choose for yourself because you see, oh, that's actually not what I want. But see, so that you understand what you want, you need to get to know yourself first. You know, who are you when you're standing in front of the mirror and you're taking off all your clothes and you stand there naked without any mask, without anything that you have been given from birth, right? Who are you from your essence? Who are you? And when you look in this mirror, are you truly, is your essence truly what you're representing today? I know this is very, very deep, very deep. And when I have done this, I felt really horrible because I was far away from that, far away, far away. I realized that I have done and lived a way that didn't really align with me at all. At all. So what I've done is I took off the layers. And it took me years to get back to the way I really wanted to live. And this means that sometimes you are confronting people with the new version, and they may not be ready for it. And they may judge you, and they may start to fight against it, because all of a sudden you changed the mirror that once they looked at you, right? Mirroring, reflecting. And now you're reflecting something else. That they can change, that they can make a shift, that they are not in this very much place, or they don't have to be in this very much place. They are. They can possibly change if they start to choose themselves. And it's difficult. It's difficult to change when you have done something for so long, right? If you have been in the same job for 20 years, it's difficult to move away from this, because the template you have used is overused. You have overdone it, right? You're shedding the skin, and it's difficult. And knowing to give yourself peace in the process is so, so crucial. And this is why understanding how you got raised and why you have done certain things, to give yourself a level of peace on the way, feel into this, feel it here, is difficult if you're fearing, or if you're experiencing a lot of fear, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. And you will experience that as soon as you look closely in the mirror and you see that the level you played life until now was not who you truly are. It's hard. It's really, really, really hard. And this channel, or this what we are doing here, is to give you some peace. Okay, it's my intention so that you understand and give yourself compassion, and not only to yourself but also to the people around you. Because even if you got raised in a shameful way, in a judgmental way, and whatever, see, you can choose to live differently. You can choose to do different. Yet you don't have to stay in this relationship. You don't have to forgive and stay there. You can forgive them. You can move on. But it's on you to choose how this relationship is going to look like for the future. But you can say stop. You can say no more. This is all on you, because you're not the only one who can make a decision, or other people are not the only one who can make decisions. You as well can choose for yourself. And see, this is when we start to learn what is the healthy anger expression. Okay, saying no is a healthy anger expression. It's not rage. Okay, rage would be a further state, which is about, right? It's like getting really, really into something. You don't have to use that. What is really important is to get back into the center and really question yourself every single day. Who am I? Who are you? From your truest possible place. And sit with this question. Sit with it. And I don't mean the artificial things. I mean, who is your being? Right? I don't mean the template we are using here. Because this will actually bring you peace. Following this route will bring you peace, will bring you stability that is so deeply rooted that whenever there is outer circumstances, like doing like this, like the tree behind me, and you can see the wind would be doing this, you still feel safe, okay? Even though your outer circumstances crash down. I truly hope this video has helped. Let me know in the comments section if I shall dive deeper into this topic. And I see you next time. Bye, guys.